Tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network, a Section 5 football matchup between Brighton and Gates-Chili. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream broadcast. I'm Ray Sullivan, joined by my partner, Jaquise Webb. And Jaquise, this is a big night at Gates-Chili, not just because it's the home opener, but because it's the first game ever in this brand-new facility.
Hey, I'm excited. The players are excited. The coaches are excited. This is a big night for our program. Got a chance to talk to them in the locker room, get them all amped up, so it's going to be an exciting night.
Okay, so Coach Benham had you do the pregame speech, so
yes,
this is on you then.
It is.
Win or lose, right? You're taking responsibility. As for tonight's game, Gates comes in at 1-0 after a Week 1 win over Churchville-Chili. Spartans QB Thaddeus Powell got the scoring started with this touchdown pass to Blake Siplin. Nice play there. From there, they controlled the game on the ground. And Devin Walton was a big part of that. A couple of nice runs here. Great job on the sweep right there. Senior Blake Pelosi also racked up 88 yards rushing for the Spartans. And the defense would take it from there, shutting down Churchville-Chili's offense and pitching the shutout. A nice way to start the season. Brighton is 0-1 after a tough loss to Spencerport last week and an even tougher way to start the game. Take a look. This was the Barons' first play from scrimmage, and it looked great. Brennan Clastions broke it and took it all the way, but on the run, he injured his hip flexor, and starting running back Taj Jackson rolled his ankle. Both players missed the rest of the game. Junior Teddy Knapp took over at QB, and he played well. He tossed this touchdown to Aiden Lazenby. Great catch right there by Lazenby. But Brighton was not able to overcome losing their starting backfield and took the loss. So we'll see. We're going to have an update shortly on whether or not Clastions or Jackson are going to be able to play tonight and contribute for the Barons. We're going to take a quick break right now, and we'll be back for the kickoff of tonight's game. Great job with the anthem right there. And tonight, it's the Gates-Chili Spartans hosting the Brighton Barons. And as we mentioned off the top, it's the first game in this beautiful new stadium. This project has been more than a year in the making, and because of that, Gates-Chili players played all of their games on the road last season. And Jaquise, what did you guys call them?
Gates-Chili on tour.
Gates-Chili on tour. So I'm guessing that they think that last year was worth it to come out and look at this stadium tonight. And folks, I know you can't see myself or Jaquise, but Jaquise is a former offensive lineman here at Gates-Chili and a offensive tackle at UB for the past 3 seasons. And I bet you Coach would like to have you out on the field too, because Jaquise is 6'4", 6'6". Well, 6'6", we'll say 3+, right?
3+. That's exactly how to say that. There we go.
All right. And the guys are coming out to meet at midfield right now for the handshake and the coin toss. And Jaquise, you were with the guys before the game. Tell me what you think the key is for the Spartans tonight to keep this ball rolling after a 1-0 start.
Well, me being an offensive line guy, I'm going to always resort back to the offensive line. You know, being consistent, giving the quarterback time in the pocket, creating some holes up front. And then on defense, get into the quarterback. I think that's something that we can get better at, and I'm just excited to see the line play, the whole team play. But those are my keys tonight: offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, and that kind of goes along with, I spoke to Brighton head coach Steve Leon before the game, and he's feeling like he's got a backup quarterback in there, but he trusts Teddy. And he said that Teddy is more of a pocket passer. So you may not see that run option from the quarterback position tonight, but the Spartan defense is going to have to handle a kid who's going to drop back and throw the ball.
Absolutely, and they're going to be disciplined as well. I'm not going to jump off sides or fall for the fake. So I think that's going to be huge for Brighton as well.
Yeah, and defensively for Brighton, nose tackle Sam O'Hara is kind of the guy in the middle. And I'm sure you've seen plenty of him in your day. He's a big kid and tough to move. What kind of problems is a player like that going to cause?
The main thing is obviously they're having to move, so it can create disruption on any type of counters or anything that you're trying to run. So it could definitely be effective in any way.
Yeah, and then they've got a kid who, just looking at him, and I remember covering you back in the day when you were here at Gates. Reminds me a little bit of you for Brighton. His name is Alec Heiniger. He's 6'4" and weighs 240 pounds, and he's 14 years old.
Oh man!
So he's a big guy on both their offensive and defensive line, and that kind of size is not typical. Certainly for a 14-year-old, but
absolutely.
if he's athletic at all, that causes problems.
It does, and you don't see too many guys who walk around like me anymore in Section 5. Walking through Gates, the kids just seem a lot smaller. Obviously, I'm used to size of college athletes, but the size is very rare and something that you can't teach.
And here we go. We're getting ready to kick off, and we are underway here at this brand new, beautiful facility on the campus of Gates-Chili. And that one's out of the end zone, and we're going to have the Gates-Chili Spartans starting at their own 25 as we get ready for some football here. Nice line drive kick right there, and he stayed away from any kind of return.
Beautiful night, Wind's a little different tonight, actually,
Yeah.
The opposite way.
Yeah, it's blowing. As you're looking at the field, the wind is blowing from the right to the left. So Gates is playing into the wind. They chose to play into the wind in this first quarter, and we'll see how they handle that. Either maybe not throwing the ball as much here. So we get ready to start. Thaddeus Powell's at quarterback for the Spartans. Sorry, we're going to start at the 20-yard line. My fault. I thought we were at the 25, but we are starting at the 20 as the Spartans get ready to line up and run their first play from scrimmage. 4 wide outs for Powell. He's calling for motion. He gets it, and that's a bad snap. Wait a second. We've got a whistle. Oh, boy. That could be a break for the Spartans right there.
You never want to start off the game like that, but I'm sure we'll bounce back soon.
Well, and that's almost a good penalty, right?
Yeah.
that could have been a disaster right there.
We'll take the penalty over our safety.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, 5-yard motion penalty there. And the Spartans will line up for 1st and 15 now. 4 wideouts again with Powell ready to take the snap. There's the motion. And a quick throw out to the flat. And a nice pitch and catch right there. Blake Siplin with that reception, and that was a bullet by Powell.
It was. Blake Siplin, him and Thaddeus are two quarterbacks, so he's playing receiver, and he's such a tough kid. He's willing to play wherever he wants. So he scored last week as well, so it just shows, he's elusive and he's willing to go wherever.
Yeah, anything to help the team, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, they picked up 7 right there. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Powell's going to keep this time, and he runs into a wall of white jerseys right there for no gain.
Absolutely. It's what I was talking about, the offensive line, creating those holes, being consistent all night. Can they dominate up front? Yeah. I think that's very important here for Gates.
Yeah, and the Brighton defensive line won that battle. Actually, that was a loss of 1 yard. So the Spartans will be looking at 3rd down and 9 to go. Once again, 2 wideouts on each side for Powell as he barks out his signals. There's that jet motion again, and this time he's rolling to his left. Puts one up in the air, and that one's picked off. Nice play out there by the Brighton defense, and that might have been a ball that maybe Powell's going to want back.
Yeah, it's not the start that they want early, but let's see what goes on defense here. See if we can get a quick turnaround. Great field position for Brighton.
Yeah, great field position. One of the tougher things to do, right? Especially maybe for young quarterbacks. Rolling to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback. Rolling to his left and throwing with accuracy and some zip on the ball. So Brighton's offense is in business at the 31-yard line of Gates. There's the snap. And that's a give up the middle. And they are going to pick up almost 5 yards there. Really difficult to see the numbers right now for Gates, or for Brighton, I'm sorry. And that was Sam Tarango. We're probably going to see a lot of Sam tonight for Brighton. Quarterback Teddy Knapp getting ready to call the play. There's the snap, and again it's off to Tarango. Tarango running hard. He picks up about 3 more. And so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2, maybe a 3rd and 1.
And once again, that's Blake Simpling, playing wherever he wants to, wherever coach needs him to play. He just shows that that's the character of the kid.
He came up and made that stop. Okay, 3rd and 1 here. Teddy Knapp getting his teammates ready to go here. Tarango behind him. 2 wideouts. There's another handoff to Tarango, and Tarango just bulls up the middle there, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. So the Barons are going to be first down inside the 20-yard line. It's first down on the 19. 0-0 as we are just early in this game. 9:29 to go in the first quarter. And Brighton, once again, they're sticking with those 2 wideouts, one on the right, one on the left. Tarango in the backfield with Teddy Knapp. And once again,
there we go.
Now the Gates defense says that's enough of that.
Absolutely.
I guess if you're Brighton, you keep running that play as long as it works, and once they stop it, then you got to figure something else out. Yeah. But a nice play there by the Spartan defense, and they lost 2 there, so it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Same formation. 2 wide out, split out on either side. High snap, and Knapp lets it go. Oh, and boy, that was a nice pass. Just was not able to haul that in. Just a touch to the outside there.
I see for Gates, that's a very lucky no catch right there.
Yeah, yeah, that looked like he had the defensive back beat. That was number 21. That's Jack Carl, and that went off his hands. Okay, now 3rd down now. Now we've got 3 wide receivers, 2 split out to the left. Knapp calling the signals. There's the snap. And he's going to give again to Tarango, and this time Tarango finds room. He's going to break up the middle, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. Might have caught the Spartans' defense a little off guard there, maybe looking for a pass with the 3 wideouts, but that was a beautiful run by Sam Tarango.
Yeah, it was, and it's one of those things where, we got to be consistent up front, Coach Benham can't be happy with that one, but we'll see what happens this next series.
Well, that's right. You turn the ball over in your own end of the field, and that's a tough way to have your defense start the season, right? Lining up for the extra point now. That's Jack Carl with the kick, and that is not even going to get off there. So, 6-0 early in this first quarter. Brighton takes advantage of the early turnover. And what's Coach saying to the Spartans on the sideline now to get them kind of regrouped?
Next play. Kind of got to just brush it off and keep playing. It's still early. Still 6-0. So you score and get a field goal. Could be up.
Yep. Still a 1-score game, but 6-0. Brighton over Gates-Chili right now. 8:36 left to go in the first quarter as we get ready for the kickoff here. That wind seems to be picking up. And again, going back to that turnover, Jaquise, quarterback rolling left, throwing right-handed into the wind, And that ball looked like it just hung up there a little bit, and the defensive back was able to pull that down. On a different night, it might have been a different outcome.
Yeah, different night, it might be different, and us going into the win, it doesn't help. So
yeah.
See what we can do here in this next series.
Just to let folks inside the high school game a little bit, doesn't matter if the ball reaches the end zone. The returners are not even allowed to bring it out. Is that
Absolutely,
correct?
No.
Okay, so if it gets to the end zone, just like it did last time, gets to the end zone, it's an automatic touchback, and the ball comes out to the 20. We'll see what Brighton is going to do here with the kickoff with the wind at their back. My guess is they may try and do the exact same thing, try and knock it out of the end zone. Back deep for the Spartans. Devin Walton, that ball gets blown off of the tee. See if they're going to have a holder, and now they will. So Devin Walton is back, and he's dangerous back there if he can get his hands on it.
Just to show you how windy it is, but yes, he's very dangerous. He's very fast. So we'll see.
And that kick's going to be shorter. Well, no, it's going to go through Walton's hands. That wind helped there.
It did.
It looked like it was going to be short, but it just carried all the way in. I think it fooled Devin a little bit, but I'm sure it would have fooled a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think it may have ended up, he may have had to backpedal into the end zone anyway.
Absolutely.
So they're going to start at the 20 again. Gates-Chili getting ready for their second possession here. 6-0. Brighton over Gates. 8:36 left to go in the first quarter. We're early here at this brand new, beautiful facility on the campus of Gates-Chili High School. And once again, Thaddeus Powell gets his troops ready to go. We got the jet motion there. And this time he hands it off. Sweeping to the left. He breaks a few tackles. And that's a nice run by Walton. That's Devin Walton right there. And he's going to pick up a first down. That's the start that you're looking for.
Yeah, there we go. That's the receivers getting a nice block outside. Devin's just using the speed to arm over the box, so it's a good play right there.
Now, we've seen that jet sweep, I think, now all 4 times that they've run a play. Yeah. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of that, and they work a lot off of that. Yeah. Tell me about that play.
Devin, it's just we have a lot of skill positions, a lot of fast guys on the outside who can move, so it's definitely one of Coach Benham's key points this season.
Absolutely. First down now. There's another handoff. And this time, Spartans are going to pick up a couple of yards. Brighton defensive line held tough there. Once again, in the middle there is Sam O'Hora, and he's a tough guy to move, and he made a nice play there to bring down the ball carrier.
John, you're free.
Spartans huddling up. Brighton runs that no-huddle offense, but the Spartans like to huddle up. Powell now with two wide receivers split to either side of him, 4 wideouts. There's that motion again coming the other way this time. And a nice sweep play right there. Great run by Mayer Morrison for another first down. And that time they went to the wide side of the field with the motion and handed it off.
Absolutely. Once again, you see the jet sweep. It's what we're good at. So.
Yep. And like you said, when you've got athletes like that, get the ball in their hands. So first down for Gates-Chili at their own 49, and they are on the move right now. Exactly what I think Jaquise was hoping for and the rest of the Spartans fans. They've turned this around a little bit. Powell, once again, 2 wideouts to either side. There's that motion. And this time he's going to hand off to his running back, and that's James Harris, the 4th, taking it up the middle.
I like our 2-packs, James and Blake Pelosi. They're able to just get downhill, north and south. So, and also as well as I'll run the boxes. So, very excited to see that.
But the two of them are a little bit more maybe physical than some of the other guys.
Absolutely, especially Blake. Blake's a very physical back. But runs in the family. Played with his older brother here at Gates, CJ Pelosi as well. So,
yeah,
very physical family.
All right, 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans. Powell had 2 men in motion there, but we don't see a flag. That's Devin Walton, and he's going to be stopped for no gain there. Brighton was on that one that time.
Yeah. And that's one of the things you hope for is even if they know it's coming, can he still just outrun it and make a play?
Right. And it's funny, again, speaking to Brighton head coach Steve Leon before the game, one of his keys was with all these athletes on the Gates-Chili roster, he said it was critical that his guys stayed home and played their positions and didn't get caught by that jet motion and misdirection.
Absolutely. With our speed, I can definitely see that.
Here's a keeper. I think we're getting an offsides here, Jaquise. Looked like maybe one of the Brighton linebackers jumped a little bit there, got a little bit excited. We'll wait for the call here.
Sticking with you, John. You got the ref.
And looks that way. Walking off 5 yards.
Here, you want to get the Gates home?
And that was an offsides call. So we're going to have 3rd down and 3 here for the Spartans to see if they can keep this drive going. 6-0 Brighton. 5:53 left to go in the first quarter here at Gates-Chili High School. Beautiful night, but it is windy out there, Jaquise, and it seems like this time the Spartans have decided to keep the ball on the ground a little bit more rather than throwing it.
Absolutely. I mean, the windy, as an offensive lineman, I've always loved that. Get a nice breeze going for the bigger guys, but obviously quarterback's not liking that, so.
Well, they've changed a little bit here. We have not seen a pass on this drive. We saw 2 or 3 on the first drive.
Yep.
So I think maybe they're seeing what kind of effect this wind is having, and the Spartans are going into the teeth of this wind right now. The American flag is straight across from us, and it is pretty much straight out, blowing from the right to the left here at Spartan Stadium, brand new Spartan Stadium. And here comes the Spartans getting ready for 3rd down and 3 here. 2 wideouts again on either side. Powell takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's got a receiver open, puts one up too high, though, and just out of the reach of his receiver.
Just out of the reach. Decent protection up front from the O-line, as I can see.
Yeah, and that was your guy, Blake Siplin, and he just that was just a little too high for him to go up and get.
A little too high for him.
Yeah. So Spartans are going to have to punt here, but they won the field position war there.
It did.
Now we'll see what they can do with the punt and see if they can pin the Barons down deep in their territory. Here's the snap. Kick is away, and it's a little bit of a wobbler, but got a bit of a Gates bounce. Now it's rolling back, and that one's going to get touchdown at the 34-yard line. Probably not what they were looking for there, but the Barons will have to start in their own zone from their own 34-yard line. 6-0 here. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Brighton on top of Gates-Chili. And the Barons will come out for their second possession of the game. And they weren't worried about getting the ball up in the air on their first possession. They ran it so well. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't be too worried about it. But they do have that win at their back, Jaquise.
They do. Let's see what happens here.
Wideouts on either side of Teddy Knapp. He takes the snap and once again hands it off to Sam Tarango. And Tarango bowls forward for a gain of a couple there. So we're going to have 2nd down and 8. Barons running a no-huddle offense here. Not necessarily all that fast-paced, but they don't huddle up. Another handoff there, and this time the Spartan defense is ready for that.
Making a play in the backfield. I love it.
Nazir Jones with the stop right there. Nice job coming up from his linebacker spot. Clock continues to run, 4:45 and counting. 6-0 Brighton. And the Barons get ready for 3rd down and 9. There's the pass. Going deep. And a nice job out there on the edge. Good defense there by Meyer Morrison, and that was just nice coverage out
Good
there.
coverage there.
And a nice job not to draw that interference penalty.
Absolutely.
Had good inside position and really no chance to complete that pass. So the Barons
Never
will
know
have
that
to.
flag is coming now. Especially these days.
You're right. Yeah, the defense doesn't get much of a chance these days. But that was beautiful. That's great. That's great coverage. And the Barons are going to be forced to punt here with 4:31 left to go in the first. Brighton up 6-0. Devin Walton back deep for Gates-Chili. There's the snap. Punt is away. And that's a boomer with the wind. You might expect that. Nice job by Walton to catch that ball. He's looking for a little room here, and he's probably not going to find too much as he gets wrapped up. But a nice job catching that ball with the wind at the back of the punter, and that ball came in hot. You don't want to let that ball bounce, right?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
So the Gates-Chili Spartans will be back on offense here. See what they can do. See if they can get a drive going. This is their best starting field position of the game so far. They are at their own 37-yard line. Once again, 4 wideouts, 2 right, 2 left. Thaddeus Powell, the quarterback. Walton on the jet sweep. Quick toss out, and there's a whistle. We got a flag down. Yeah, false start penalty on the Spartans.
Yeah.
Is that because of the motion, do you think, Jaquise? Is that where that's coming from?
Yeah, it could be timing things with emotion. At the same time, it could be jitters from being so excited. So
Yeah.
it's so many different factors.
Right. All right, so Spartans will start 1st and 15 now. 4 wideouts. Powell calling for the ball. He gets it. This time he hands it off to Walton, and there's that sweep again. Great run by Devin Walton. A nice cutback. Oh, and he just loses his footing, but what a nice run. Boy, that was a step or 2 away from being gone.
There he goes. And this stadium's rocking.
We can feel it up here.
Yeah.
It is rocking. And that's why Devin is so dangerous, right?
He is. He's such a fast kid. And I noticed it this summer where we're doing trainings and he was returning punts. He just zooms past me. I was like, oh, boy. We could definitely use that this season.
Well, and they're getting it right now. And they're going to tack on, looks like 5 more. So, Spartans are in business here, Jaquise. First down from the Brighton 34-yard line. What do you think? More of the same?
These are drives that we have to capitalize on. Approaching the red zone, see if we can get a score here.
Powell hands it off this time. Sweep the other way. Not much room this time. And Meyer Morrison's going to get caught up on the sideline there. Might have picked up a yard or 2, but that time the Barons defense was ready for that sweep. Jaquise.
Yeah, and the hesitation doesn't help. It's one of the best things I've learned in college is if you're going to make a decision, just go full speed. Because the hesitation just slows everything down and gives the defense a chance to make a play.
And it's funny you say that. The last play, that's exactly what Devin Walton did. He saw his crease and he just burst through it.
Yeah.
2nd down now. 8 to go. Powell takes the snap. Hands off up the middle this time. That's Blake Pelosi, that physical runner that you were talking about. And Blake picks up a couple of yards. I guess you got to keep him honest right there, right? Just keep, every once in a while, you got to pound that ball up the middle.
You do.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and long. What do you like in these situations, Jaquise? You're into the wind. It's 3rd and manageable, but it is a little bit long. It's 7 yards.
I've always liked to run the ball.
All right. Offensive lineman
put
talking
offensive
there.
line shoulders, absolutely.
There's the sweep motion. And this time it's going to be a pitch to the left. James Harris, the 4th, tried to get around the corner, but the Brighton defense was there to stop him. A nice job there by the Brighton D, and we've got 4th down. So, going for it?
It looks like we are.
Sure does. One of the things I love about high school football. You get onto this side, your side, the right side of the 50, and a lot of coaches are going for it.
Absolutely. Why not?
So 4th down and 5. Big play here for the Spartans as clock is winding down. We're at 1:48 left to go in the first quarter. There's a snap. Handoff again this time to Walton again, and he's going to just get tripped up, lost his footing a bit, and the Barons are going to hold right there. A nice stop there by Brady Johnson.
Just lost his footing there.
Just lost his footing, yep. Nice job by Brady Johnson being in the right spot and holding his position there. And so possession will change. Brighton will take over with a 6-0 lead with 1:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Lights are coming on now. Lights have been on, but now you're starting to see the lights as it gets dark. But that wind is not dying down. Sometimes at night around here the wind will die down a bit, but not seeing that yet. So Brighton still with the wind at their back. First down from their own 32. A full backfield right now. And we got a whistle. Flag down. Movement. And Barons are going to get backed up. Going to be first down and 15. Same formation, full backfield here. 3 in the backfield with Teddy Knapp. The junior signal caller. There's a quick snap, and he's able to handle it. Got lucky there, and he plows ahead for almost 4 yards. Boy, he got lucky there, Jaquise.
He sure did.
Nice hands, though, right?
Yeah. Gonna need him with this wind.
Bobbled that ball, and he was able to pull it in and put his head down, and he picked up, they're going to say 5 yards there. So 2nd down and 10 after the 5-yard penalty to start this drive. Full backfield again. Knapp calls for the ball, and this time he's going to hand off. Nice run there. 5 more.
Oh, here comes the big boy, Nico.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And once again, 3 in the backfield with quarterback Teddy Knapp. And this time Knapp's going to keep it and put his head down. And that defense of the Spartans holds strong there, Jaquise.
I will say, he's lowering his head and he's going.
He ran hard in there.
Yeah, he does. Got to give him his credit when it's due.
Yeah, but nothing doing. Looked like maybe Nico, you just mentioned him, Nico Monday, the 3rd, was in there making things tough.
Yeah.
He looks like a big kid.
He is a big kid. I like Nico. Interesting fact about Nico, he is an incredible singer.
Really?
Yes, he is. He can hold a note.
Oh, we might have to hear a little bit of that later on. So the Barons will punt it away. Devin Walton again, and this time he receives it again. He's got some room right here. See what he can do with it. Cuts it up the middle, and a nice tackle there on special teams. That was Brady Johnson with the tackle. That was a really nice tackle. It looked like Devin might have had a little room there, and that closed quickly. So the Spartans will take over here in a minute, but we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Section 5 football on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that the sign of baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come.
Okay. Welcome back to our coverage of Section 5 football right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network as we get ready to start the second quarter of action here from Gates-Chili High School. It's the Gates-Chili Spartans taking on the Brighton Barons. And we were just about getting ready to get the first snap of the second quarter going, and I believe somebody might have called a timeout, and I think it was Gates. That's a little unusual coming out of a quarter break.
It is unusual, just fixing something.
Yeah, obviously Coach saw something that he didn't like, Coach Jason Benham, and decided we're not going to take a chance here. Let's talk about it. Let's get it fixed, and we'll get a clean start here. So the home team, Gates-Chili, down 6-0 after one quarter. Jaquise, what do you see as a key now? Now they've got the win at their back. Are we gonna see anything different here?
I'm hoping we can get the ball down the field. He can trust his arm a little more, which is huge.
That's Thaddeus Powell, the arm that Jaquise is talking about. And here come the Spartans getting ready to start the second quarter. We're getting used to this formation, Jaquise. 2 wide on either side. Paul takes the ball. The pitch this time. Boy, a big hit there at the line of scrimmage.
And it doesn't faze him at all. That's what I love about Blake.
Blake Pelosi just barreling through that, but that was a heck of a stop by Brighton. Pelosi picked up, like you said, Jaquise, doesn't faze him at all. He picked up 3. Picked up 3. So we got second down and 7. 6-0 Brighton. Just starting the second quarter here. We just watched Blake limp off to the sideline there just a little bit. Powell waiting for the ball. He takes it. Hands it off this time on the sweep to Myer Morrison. And Morrison's going to pick up 3 or 4 more. Looks like we're going to have a third down and about 3 yards. What are the offensive linemen, what are their responsibilities on that sweep play, that jet sweep play? Are they just firing straight out?
Here it's hold your ground.
Yeah.
Hold your ground, get in the way.
So third down and 3. Gates comes up to the line, 2 men wide on either side, 4 wideouts. There's a sweep motion again. This time Powell hands off, and this time the Barons are ready for it. Defensive line just came through right there.
Yeah, they were definitely prepared for us to run up the middle on that, being 3rd and 3. So,
all right, here's that fourth down we talked about, but Gates is on the wrong side of the field for this, so it looks like they're going to line up and punt the ball. And that's what they are going to do with 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Getting the right players on and off the field. And this time it's going to be Brighton taking a timeout. And we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back with more action from Gates-Chili High School on the Varsity Media Sports Network. To Spartan Stadium here on the campus of Gates-Chili High School. We are 9:50 left in the second quarter, and the Gates-Chili Spartans home team getting ready to punt the ball away. Zach Pikachu is back to punt. Takes the snap. Ball is off. Nice kick right there.
boom, Zach.
Deep kick. Brighton's going to return it, though, and there's a gap. That's Sam Tarango up the sideline. Oh, and he's going to take a big hit right there. No flag. He was in bounds. He was running hard, and that was just a nice hit by Pikachu, the punter, along the sideline there, but that was a nice return.
He is. He's just an exciting player. He's fired up. One of the captains of the team.
You're looking at the replay right there.
Nice hit.
Back to John.
What'd you see on the coverage there that allowed him to get up that gap, though?
Yep. Yep. All right, coming to you, John.
Brighton taking the field now. First down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. I'm sorry, 43-yard line. 9:36 left to go. Brighton up 6-0, and with the ball, there's a quick snap and a handoff. And the Gates-Chili defense standing tall right there, Jaquise.
Yeah, they are. It's a good start for the drive.
Getting a little groove down. It looks good, guys.
Got a big Nico in there.
I was going to say Nico in the middle. Not easy to run.
There's gloves in that bag.
Nico Monday.
Gary, there's gloves in my bag. If you want, like, thin gloves.
So second down and 9. Teddy Knapp calling for the ball. He gets it. He's going to pop one out, and this is open out there in the left flat, and that's going to pick up a first down.
So close with the sack right there, too. Just got it off in time.
Knapp almost kind of shot-putted that
Yeah.
ball, but the back was able to get free, and that was a nice play. So first down and 10 for the Barons now on the Gates 44-yard line. 2 wide outs. 2 backs in the backfield. Knapp takes the snap and hands off, and that's Tarangio up the middle, and he's going to burst up there for about 7 yards. And that seemed to work, Jaquise, because they ran away from Monday there, or from Monday there.
Yeah.
Maybe learning their lesson about trying to go up the middle, right? So second down and 5. Once again, handing off to Sam Tarangio, and he just bowls his way for a first down, picks up 6 yards, and the Barons are going to have another first down.
Is it the first?
Well, maybe not. Maybe they're going to measure it.
Yeah.
Boy, it looked like the way he fell forward, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Looks like it may be right on that line. They're going to call for a measurement, it looks like. Looks to us like he might have it, but they're going to take a look at it. Spartans are seeing a lot of Sam Tarangio. Jaquise, what are you seeing from Sam Tarangio? What makes him good? Good.
He's able to create separation. You know, he's such a big guy, and he's able to make plays.
Big and fast, right?
Yeah.
There's a measurement, and it looks like maybe it's going to be just short. Yep, we're going to have a third down.
Good.
3rd and inches. Going to be from the Spartan 34-yard line. Or maybe they're still measuring. It's still short. They've measured it twice now. It's been short both times.
Classic.
Here come the Barons.
And you can hear the rumble of the stadium.
It's fantastic, right? And we can feel it up here. These fans are into it. It says 3rd and 1 on that brand new beautiful video scoreboard, but it is more like 3rd and 2 inches. We'll see if this defensive line can stand tall here, or if the Barons offensive line is going to win this battle. Quick snap. Knapp keeps it. No, I'm sorry. That's Tarangio again. He's going to keep it. And that's a first down. That's a big run up the middle. And Coach Leon told me before the game that we were going to see Sam Tarangio taking snaps at quarterback, and that's exactly what we saw right there, Jaquise.
We did, and he was able to get right up the middle. He's such a fast guy for his size, too.
So, Barons are in business. First down. I guess it looks like they could get a first down. No, it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. There's the snap to Powell. Again, the handoff. And this time, no gain there. The Spartan defensive line was ready for that. Looked like Antonio Zona was in there for the tackle on that play. Barons continue with the no-huddle offense. Wide out split on either side of Teddy Knapp. Calls for it. Quick handoff up the middle again. And that's going to pick up about 5 yards, maybe a little bit less, 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. And as a defense right here, Jaquise, what are you looking for?
As a defensive lineman, I'm looking to stay low. You know, everything's condensed in the goal line.
Oh, there's a bad snap. And Knapp is going to jump on it, try to jump on it. That ball's still loose. Now we got a Donnybrook going on down there, and the Spartans are going to come away with it.
There we go, something going our way.
And my partner in the booth here is happy. The Spartan graduate, here's a replay of it. And this ball is just going to squirt all over the place, Jaquise.
Yeah, it's one of those, you see it all the time. It's so hard to jump on it, and it starts bouncing out. Good recovery by Gates.
But Gates does come away with it. That's a big play.
It's a big stop.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that can change momentum. It looked like the Barons may be going in for their second touchdown of the game, and now all of a sudden, Spartans are back in business at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 here. A little bit different formation here. Got a man in the slot on the left-hand side. Still 4 wideouts. There's a deep pass, and that one's going to fall incomplete. Boy, but Thaddeus stepped right back there. Thaddeus Powell and let it go.
Feeling good throwing the opposite direction with the wind.
Yep. And wind still blowing out there. It is blowing. Yeah, I would say as a golfer, Jaquise, that's probably a solid 2-club wind out there at his back right now. So he's able to put that ball up, and he's going to get some air underneath it, and it's going to go. So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion from the 30-yard line. Powell 4 wideouts. There's the motion, and this time he's going to hand off. It's that jet sweep, stretching it out. The Barons defense did a really nice job of stretching that out there, Jaquise, and that's exactly what their coach was talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody play their position.
Yeah. Trusting your coaching, trusting your training, being in the right spot. That's what the game is about.
And right now it's going to be about 3rd down and 10 for the Spartans from their own 30-yard line. Counting down to 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Brighton up 6-0 on Gates-Chili as the Spartans come up to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout here. Not sure who called it there. Official timeout.
Looks like a guy tying his shoe
Oh,
on the field. Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's Devin Walton. That's tough for Gates to have him come off the field on this play, but he's going to have to come off as we get set to go here. 3rd and 10. Thaddeus Powell with the signals. Oh, and there is going to be a penalty for movement. Looked like maybe the center had the wrong snap count there.
Like Brighton was trying to time up a blitz there, too.
That may have thrown off that offensive line a little bit, although the wide receivers all broke at the same time, too. So it looked like maybe center might have missed on that snap count there. So it'll be 3rd down and 15 for Gates-Chili at their own 25-yard line. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. Powell takes the snap, drops straight back. There's a blitz, and this is going to be beautiful if they can find some room. But, boy, that looked like it was the right call. But the Brighton defense closed quickly.
Yeah, I tried to run a screen there, but, Brighton just stayed in their spots, trusted their keys, and just made a play.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Spartans are going to have to punt it away. Zach Pikachu is going to be back to punt. 2 men deep for Brighton, standing at about their own 35-yard line. There's a snap. Kick is away. It's a line drive kick Oh, and it's fielded
Caught it.
on the line drive. But nice coverage there. Nice job by the special teams of the Gates-Chili Spartans right there.
Coming down. I didn't think he was going to catch that punt.
That was not an easy punt to handle. Just a line drive, end-over-end kick, but did a nice job handling that. All right. So, Brighton will start from their own 45-yard line here. 4:27 left to go in the first half. And that's going to start with a penalty, but it is still 1st and 10. Penalty on the Spartans defense. I missed what it was, but 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line here. Brighton with a full backfield. There's a handoff again, and we've got another flag and another stoppage. Illegal motion this time on Brighton. So that's going to back them up 5. It's going to be 1st and 15. As the Barons line up again with a full backfield, 3 in the backfield. Teddy Knapp at quarterback, the junior. He's going to hand off. And a nice job there in the backfield by Devin Walton. Great tackle right there.
Great play.
So Devin doing it on both sides of the ball, Jaquise.
Absolutely. He's just that type of kid. You got to have him on the field. He's way too athletic, way too fast to be on the sideline.
So that was a loss of 3 more yards. And the Barons are going the wrong way. Snap, they're going to keep it on the ground here, but once again, that defensive line of the Spartans was ready for that.
Way to swarm.
And that is going to bring up a 3rd and long and into the wind. I don't know that too many teams in Section 5 football have a play for this. I'm guessing this is just going to be a handoff. Oh, and they got the Spartans to jump. That's going to be offsides. And walking off 5 against Gates-Chili. So it's now going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Barons. Looking at the sideline as they signal the play in. Maybe a little bit more manageable here now, Jaquise.
A little bit, but still decent for Gates.
3 wideouts to the right, and there's the handoff again, as we expected. Just trying to keep things safe right here. Picked up 3 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 10. And we have got a timeout on the field. Gates calls a timeout with 3:04 left to go here in the first half. Brighton up 6-0 on Gates-Chili, and we'll be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. Contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
And now let's take a look at the Prospect New York State watch list. Here are some of the key players to watch tonight that we may see in the collegiate level soon. For Gates-Chili, wide receiver and linebacker Devin Walton in the class of 2020. Wide receiver and defensive back Myer Morrison, 2020. And wide receiver and defensive end Adam Williams in the class of 2021. All right, as the Brighton Barons get ready to punt it away on 4th down here. There's the snap. Kick is away. Oh, that's a beautiful kick against the wind. Devin Walton does handle that, and he's got a seam. And a nice return by Devin right there. Is that exactly what that return was set up to do, you think, Jaquise?
Absolutely. All Devin needs is just one seam, and he can look to make a play. I know he's been anxious to take one to the house this season. It's only week 2, but
looked like he might have had that seam he was looking for right there, but a nice play by the Brighton special teams there to stop him. But it was a nice gain, and so now Gates-Chili will start at their own 35, 1st and 10 with 2:53 left to go here in the second quarter. Brighton up 6-0. Thaddeus Powell takes the snap. 4 wide outs this time. He's looking up the middle. Oh, and that ball was delivered right on the hands of Nazir Jones, but he couldn't hang on to it, Jaquise.
yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. But he wishes he can get it back. But no, it's next play mentality.
It was a nice throw, though, by Thaddeus, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was, especially in the direction it is. No longer against the wind.
Yep, working with the wind as back. Once again, 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. There's the motion, and this time Powell hands off. And this time the Barons are there for the jet sweep. Mayer Morrison stopped for no gain there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. What are you seeing from the offense right now of Gates, where they just seem to show little spurts, but then they can't seem to string things together? What are you seeing, Jaquise?
You know, for me, it's about finding rhythm. You know, I think Gates is still continuing to find what works and what doesn't. Resorting back to the jet sweep, but I think Brighton is just playing well, staying in their spots, and trusting their keys.
All right, so 3rd and 9 here. We'll see what we've got, what Coach has dialed up now. This time we've got 3 on the left side, and here comes the sweep that way, and it's Devin Walton, and he's going to get bottled up again and brought down. That's going to be a loss on the play, a loss of about 4 yards. So the Brighton defense holds, and they're going to get another crack at it for their offense here with 1:46 left to play. And there's a timeout on the field. Brighton with a timeout with 1:46 left to play. As you see the Gates-Chili, the famous Gates-Chili marching band getting ready to take the field. One of the largest marching bands in Section 5, and we're looking forward to bringing that show to you at halftime. We're going to stay with us. You're going to be able to see this fantastic group of musicians perform here on this brand new, beautiful Spartan Stadium field. So we've got a timeout right now, Jaquise. Got a 4th down. We're looking at punting the ball away. On the defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball, obviously you're going to have some time to work for the Brighton Barons offense. Defensive side of the ball, what are the defensive coaches talking about right now to get out of this first half with the score still 6-0?
You know, keying in on key players, you know, trying to stop their run game up the middle, which was working well for a little while. You know, so we'll see what happens here.
Pikachu back to punt again. And he has kicked the ball well with the wind at his back, but the Brighton returners have done a nice job of fielding the ball, and they've kept their field position in check. And there's another nice punt, and this time it's going to get over the head, and that's going to roll way down there. A beautiful punt, and that's going to be down at the 13-yard line of the Brighton Barons, and that was a heck of a punt.
Yes, it was. Nice boot by Zach Pikachu.
And like they say, that turns the field. It flips the field, right?
It sure does.
Which, with 1:40 left to go, you think that changes, you know, the philosophy of the Brighton coaches, the offensive coaches, of what they may be able to do here.
Yeah, especially for Gates, it's exactly what you want, so they don't get another score up before halftime.
So we'll see how aggressive Brighton wants to be here with 1:40 left to go. 6-0 lead for the Barons. And we've also and you know what? It's going to get even worse for the Barons. Jaquise, they called a penalty on that play, and they walked off 5 more yards. So now the Brighton Barons are going to be starting at their own 9-yard line.
Yes, just keep moving them back.
We're not holding back here tonight, folks. Jaquise Webb is a Gates-Chili grad, and he is happy to cheer for his home team.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what the Brighton Barons offense is willing to try to do here. They line up with their backs against their own, and there's a throw, backs against their own goal line, and there is a quick out, and this is an amazing play here, and it's going to go all the way for a touchdown. We thought maybe they might sit on the ball, but they did not. That was a shocker for the Gates-Chili defense.
Yeah, that's Brighton making the play.
Boy, and the Gates defense just lost track of that wideout on the left-hand side. Here's the replay. He was all by himself, and it's just nobody to stop him from going into the end zone. So that makes it 12-0. Brighton, as they line up for the 2-point conversion here, with 1:27 left to go in the half. Quick snap to Sam Tarango, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion, and it's 14-0. All right, we were just talking about the proud Gates-Chili grad. What do you do? What are you telling these guys on the sideline now, Coach, to get them back in this game and keep their heads in the game?
You know, I'll reiterate it. It's next play mentality. You know, see if we can get a score up before halftime and get some points on the board. But you got to credit Brighton for making the play right there.
Boy, that was a heck of a call. So 14-0, 1:27 left to go. Let me ask you this, Jaquise. How aggressive do you get here if you're the Gates-Chili offense and the coach is here with the ball? How aggressive are you going to be with 1:27 left to go and the wind at your back?
Well, me knowing Coach Benham, I know he definitely wants to score. Going with the wind, he might try to get Thaddeus to throw some passes down the field, but we'll see.
So we get ready for the Barons kickoff. That has just shocked this crowd as well, Jaquise. It seems like it's really quiet out there right now.
That was definitely a silencer for me as well.
Yeah, nobody expecting that. I thought maybe they might just be very conservative and
run up the clock.
that clock out, but nothing doing. Coach Steve Leon was having none of that and dialed up that incredible 91-yard touchdown play. So the Barons are getting ready to kick off here into the wind. That wind is still blowing strong from right to left into the face of the Brighton Barons. And they're going to need somebody to hold it, actually, to keep it on the tee. It's blowing so strong. Here's the kick. And it's going to be a line drive dribbler. And the Spartans are going to fall on it. And they're going to have some nice field position here, Jaquise.
Yeah, work with it.
Going to have the ball at the 36-yard line with 1:27 left to go. 1st and 10 for the Gates-Chili Spartans. Down 12-0. And we'll see what this offense is going to dial up here to try and get back in this game. Two wideouts on either side. Thaddeus Powell ready to take the snap. Quick step over the middle, and another drop ball. Boy, that just kills you. That's two really nice balls over the middle that Thaddeus has thrown and haven't been able to hang on to him. And that was Devin Walton that time, and he's going to come off limping a little bit.
Yeah, he's been limping all night. Staying with the trainer on the sideline, doing as much as he can. He's a tough kid, though.
Ankle, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down right now on the sidelines.
Could
and
be
that's
ankle
too bad.
or cramping. He was cramping last week.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, could be a related issue. But I'm sure we'll see more of him tonight.
2nd and 10 now for the Spartans. 1:22 left to go. There's a quick handoff up the middle. Going to pick up about a yard or so. And at this point, we might be seeing what the Spartans are willing to do here as the clock winds down to about a minute left to go here in the second quarter. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Under a minute left to go now in the first half.
He's doing next week. He was only available like a handful of games.
Brighton defense has done a really nice job in this first half, especially in this second quarter with the wind at the Spartans' back, holding them off the scoreboard. There's double motion, and we're going to get a penalty flag there. That's going to be illegal motion against Gates-Chili, and they're going to walk off the penalty here. So it's going to be 3rd and long, 30 seconds left to go. And I'm guessing, Jaquise, that we may just see a conservative play here and get into the locker room and get these guys back on track, huh?
Yeah, it's all about making adjustments at halftime. Coaches noticing certain things to come out in the second half and see if we can get something going.
At all levels, right? That's what it's about, making those adjustments. There's a quick pass out to the right side. Oh, and a big hit there. No call. Boy, that hit was up around the helmet. I don't know that it was interference, but that was it certainly looked like a hit in the helmet.
Yeah, very shocked with the no flag right there.
Yep, but no flag, and that is going to bring up 4th down with 27 seconds left to go. And the Spartans are going to kick this one away again. Down 14-0. There's a sideline warning down there as we get in position for Gates to punt the ball away. Pikachu back to take the snap. He gets the kick away. Another beautiful punt.
Oh.
And this time it's fumbled. And we're going to see who's going to come up with it. We got a battle for the ball down there. Who's going to come away with it? Wow, and somehow it looks like Brighton was able to come away with that ball.
Oh, man. Man, could Gates have used that break?
Wow, Jaquise, yeah, that would have been something. Boy, sure looked. They had 3 or 4 guys in there. Looked like they were going to be able to get on that ball, but Brighton was able to recover. And with 17 seconds left to go here in the first half, I'm not going to say it again this time. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, we're just going to say the same thing. I don't think it's safe to say that they're going to be conservative after that last drive.
And I certainly wouldn't expect the Gates-Chili defense to expecting anything less than that.
No.
And now we've got a penalty. Walking off against Gates-Chili. So the ball is going to be placed at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, 17 seconds left to go here in the first half. 14-0 Brighton over Gates, and Brighton with the ball. And, boy, they've got 5 guys wide out right now with 17 seconds left to go. So let's see what they've called up for this one. Teddy Knapp, the junior quarterback, filling in this week. Calls for the ball, and he's going to hand off to Sam Tarango. Tarango's going to go around the left end. He's going to find some room and get pushed out of bounds over the 50-yard line, and he gets it into Spartan territory. And now we've got 10 seconds left to go, and the Barons are moving again.
You can never be too comfortable when Tarango's getting the ball.
Yeah, he just seems to be at a different speed out there.
Yeah,
he sees things, I think, that maybe not a lot of players see, and he can find gaps. Actually, they're going to move that back a little bit. He must have stepped out a little bit sooner than that. So back to the Brighton 49-yard line for first down. 10 seconds left to go here. There's a snap, and there's a deep ball. And we're going to get a flag there. You can see that coming. Face guarding, defensive back never got his head turned and just put his arms up in front of the receiver. I'm sure it's preached to the kids, right? Jaquise,
Yeah.
you got to get around, right?
You know, you do. It's.
But I'll tell you what, and I don't know if you feel this way right now or not, but if this 5 seconds runs off and nothing happens here, that's also not a horrible penalty because he was open and that could have been another big play for the Brighton Barons.
A lot worse, absolutely.
Yeah, another huge play for the Brighton Barons. So as far as the Gates-Chili Spartans are concerned, that may have been a penalty worth taking. Got a timeout on the field right now. And we're going to tell you right now about the Prospect New York State watch list. Here are some of the key players to watch tonight that we might see at the collegiate level. And right now we're going to talk about the Brighton players. Quarterback Brendan Claskins, who's out of tonight's game, but still a top prospect. He's a class of 2022. Offensive lineman Alec Heininger. He is also a class of 2022, the big offensive lineman. Prospect New York State is New York's leader when it comes to spotlighting high school football prospects in our state. Stay tuned for more information about their 2020 Power 100 Showcase event that's happening this April. As Brighton gets ready to take the field, 5 seconds left to go here. And obviously, there is no letting off the gas pedal here for the Brighton Barons. They got 5 wideouts, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Teddy Knapp is going to drop back, and I'm guessing we're going to see a ball up in the air here for the final play of this half. Straight drop back, and there's the ball in the air going down the left-hand side, and this time we got good coverage. Oh, and somehow he comes away with it, but time is going to run out on the Barons at the 1 yard line, just short of the goal line, and that is going to end the half. Holy cow, Jaquise.
Oh, boy, that one has my heart racing.
Wow.
Saved by the bell.
Another huge play that comes up this time, comes up just short for the Brighton Barons. And that's how the half is going to end. Take a look at this replay. Knapp puts it up there, and it looked like the Spartan defensive backs were all over this.
Way to make a play.
But somehow the Barons come down with it. But that's how it's going to end, at the 1 yard line. And as we go to half, the Brighton Barons have a 14-0 lead over the home Gates-Chili Spartans. We're going to be back in just a minute with a great show for you, so stay with us. The famous Gates-Chili Spartan marching band is going to take the field here momentarily. Stay with us on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
On the kickoff, step on, shake and make moves, still on his feet, and that's why they want to reach it. Look at this!
Yeah. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down and go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that the sign of baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media Streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. Contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
We are getting ready for second half action here on the Varsity Media Sports Network as the Gates-Chili Spartans are hosting the Brighton Barons, and the play of the half for the Brighton Barons for both teams. This is the play of the half right here. Late in the game, late in the half, and they found Jack Carl wide open for a 91-yard touchdown run, touchdown pitch and catch actually, and that made it 14-0. Brighton, and that's where we stand right now. And just moments after that, the Barons got the ball back, and they almost did it again. Teddy Knapp throws one up. Time running out. He throws up the Hail Mary, and somehow, Carl comes down with it, but the Spartans' defense was able to stop him short of the goal line, and at 14-0, that's where we are right now. We're going to be back in a moment for the second half kickoff right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Right now, let's take a look at the Prospect New York State watch list. Here are some of the key players to watch tonight that we might see at the collegiate level. For Gates-Chili, wide receiver and linebacker Devin Walton is class of 2020, along with wide receiver and defensive back Mayer Morrison, class of 2020, and wide receiver and defensive end Adam Williams, class of 2021. Prospect New York State is New York's leader when it comes to spotlighting high school football prospects in our state. Stay tuned for more information about their 2020 Power 100 Showcase event happening in April. And we are getting ready for second half action here between the Gates-Chili Spartans and the Brighton Barons. Brighton with a 14-0 halftime lead right now. And the Spartans will be kicking off to the Barons to start this half. And Jaquise, I got to believe right now it is critical for Gates to come up with a good defensive possession here and keep the Barons off the board.
You know it is, and to get the ball back, get it back fast so we can catch a rhythm on offense is going to be huge. So big third quarter, I would say.
Big third quarter for both teams. And the Brighton Barons are going to get the first crack at it on offense as we get ready to kick things off here in the second half. Brighton up 14-0 as we get ready to start the third quarter. There's the whistle. Pikachu with the kick. And it's a roller. And that's bouncing. And that ball's loose. And that's fair game right now. Both teams saying they've got it. Let's see who's going to come off the pile with it. Waiting for the call by the referee. And once again, somehow, the Brighton Barons have come up with that ball. Got a replay here. Line drive kick caught him off guard, Jaquise.
Man, another one just slips through the hands of Gates, and Brighton's just able to recover.
Somebody fighting for that ball down there in that mess. And we know what those pileups can be like, huh?
Absolutely. They're extremely dirty.
So the Barons come out and take the field, and they're going to start with good field position. They're on their own 38-yard line with a 14-0 lead. Teddy Knapp takes the snap, hands off to Sam Tarango, and nothing doing right there. Might have picked up a yard. And it's going to be second down and 9. Barons looking at the sideline for the play. Being signaled in. We got 2 wideouts, one on either side of Teddy Knapp, and 2 in the backfield with him. Rolling to his left here, Knapp flips it out, and that one's going to be high and incomplete, and Knapp took a big hit back there. Who was that? That was all over him, Jaquise?
I think that was Devin Walton.
Devin?
I'm sorry, he was on the receiver. Sorry.
Yeah, and Ethan Milligan. Ethan Milligan all over Teddy Knapp on that, made it tough for him to get anything on that ball. So, Brighton looking at a third down and long, 3rd and 9. Early in the second half here, 11-17 to go in the third quarter. Brighton up 14-0. 3 wideouts on the right, 1 to the left of Teddy Knapp. Motion in the backfield, a quick little pass out, and he is going to escape, and just short of the first down marker. It looks like he's going to be, boy, he's right at it. He may have gotten it.
Yeah,
and they are going to call first down.
Yeah. It's got to be frustrating for Gates to have 2 or 3 missed tackles in the backfield.
And that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah.
Was that Devin who read that play and got there and
yeah.
he scored? The receiver squirted loose. So 1st and 10 from just about midfield for Brighton. Knapp takes a snap, and he's going to hand this one off. And not much running room there for Thomas Passaway. Passaway, he sounds like he should be a quarterback, not a wide receiver. But Thomas Passaway gets tangled up there, gets about 2 yards, and we're going to have a 2nd down and 8. Brighton moving into Gates-Chili territory. Barons with 3 wideouts to the right and 2 to the left. Got 5 wideouts in the game right now. There's motion. A quick pass over the middle, and that's completed. Teddy Knapp zips that one over the middle. And that was a nice catch by Justin Perlin. And that's another first down for the Brighton Barons. First down now from the Gates 38-yard line. Knapp calling for the snap. He gets it, and we've got a whistle. We're going to have a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be against Brighton. Nope, going to be against Gates. Offsides. Somebody on the defensive line got a little itchy.
Yeah, these drive killers does not help the situation right now.
So the Barons are in business now. 1st and 5 from the Gates-Chili 33-yard line. There's the snap. This time Tarango again up the middle, just bulling his way forward for a first down, and he is going to get it. Boy, he runs hard.
Yeah, he's fighting for every single yard, just giving it to the defense. Hard guy to tackle.
And that's going to be another first down for the Barons, who are driving right now, and they have 1st and 10 from the Gates-Chili 26-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right of Teddy Knapp, 1 to the left. And once again, Tarango. This time the Gates defense was ready for him. He's only going to pick up a couple there.
And here comes Big Nico to see if they can have him fill some gaps here. Stop that running game up the middle.
That's number 75, Nico Mundy for the Gates-Chili Spartans, and he's going to be right over the center here to see if he can clog things up. Going to be 2nd down and 8. Knapp takes the snap, and this time he's going to throw deep and almost picked off there. We got a flag in the backfield, though. Illegal motion on Brighton, and that's going to move the ball back. So we're going to repeat 2nd down, and now the Barons are in a situation where they're behind the chains. Second down and long from the 30-yard line. Brighton signaling in the play. Once again, we're going to have 3 wideouts to the right of Teddy Knapp and 2 to the left. 5 wideouts here. Knapp claps his hands, takes the snap, gets rid of it quickly, and once again, it's his tight end. And that is a short gain, picked up about 3 yards. And we're going to have 3rd down and 11. Might be a big opportunity or big moment here for this Gates-Chili defense.
It is, and they're feeding off the crowd here.
Fans getting into it again. There's the snap. Knapp zips one out to the flat, and that is Tarango again, I believe. And that was just wide open.
Yeah, he's
that was too easy.
Never be by himself on the field.
That was too easy. Actually, you know what? It wasn't Tarango. That's the tight end, Jake Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was wide open.
Probably multiple guys on Tarango.
Yeah. They have spread it out, have the Brighton Barons, and now they're in business once again inside the 20-yard line. 1st down from the 19-yard line of Gates. Motion in the backfield. This time he hands it off, and it's Tarango again. He's looking for the corner. He finds it, but he is wrapped up out there and picks up maybe 2. Going to be 2nd down and 8. If you're following along with us on Twitter, want to reach out to us, just do hashtag Varsity Media. Hashtag Varsity Media. And Jaquise, throw it out there. You want those Twitter followers. You want them. What are you?
Of course, at JaquiseW17. That's JACQUISW17.
There you go.
It's a fun time on Jaquiz's Twitter.
I'm sure it is. I'm having a fun time in the press box with you, so I can't imagine how much fun it is on Twitter.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so after a penalty, the Barons are backed up, and they're just going to hand it off once again to Sam Tarango, their workhorse. He's going to pick up about 4 yards, and it's going to be second down and 17, it looks like, from the 21-yard line. 7:06 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Brighton up 14-0, and they're threatening right now, although they are in a difficult situation. Second and long here. There's a snap. Once again, Knapp rolling to his left, and boy, that was a dangerous throw.
Yeah,
almost
just got it off.
Almost picked off. Nazir Jones was right there. Looked like he might have had a chance at it. He had to dive for it and couldn't come up with it. One of the few times we've seen Teddy Knapp take a chance that maybe he shouldn't have tonight. So we're going to have third down, 3rd and 17. 3 wide outs to the right of Teddy Knapp, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Calls for the ball. There's the snap. Looking over the middle, deep pass, and that's way too high. That's going to fall incomplete, and we are going to have 4th down. We'll see what the Barons are going to do. Looks like they are not even thinking twice. They're going to go for it. Everybody staying on the field. And Coach Leon is signaling in the play.
Go for the backfield. Actually, the kid throwing his arms up.
So 4th and 17. Nothing but wide receivers, and we're going to get a timeout. Teddy Knapp didn't like what he saw. He called a timeout, and we'll take one right now, too. 14-0. The Brighton Barons over the Gates-Chili Spartans. We'll be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to our coverage of Section 5 football right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. I'm Ray Sullivan with Jaquise Webb alongside, and we have a 14-0 ball game here right now. Brighton over Gates-Chili. Gates-Chili opening their brand new Spartan Stadium, and they're looking for a spark right now, Jaquise.
You know, to get a win here, it would be so big for this school and to be the first ones to win on this turf, so we'll see what happens.
4th down now for the Brighton Barons. 4th and long, 17. They're going to throw it up to the corner and see what happens. And that falls incomplete. Some nice defense out there. Looked like the wide receiver might have pulled it in. Now we've got a flag. Boy, that was a really late flag. I'm not sure what happened there. The pass was incomplete. Some nice coverage. Waiting for the call here. Let's see what the call is here. Here's the referee. That's an unsportsmanlike on Gates. But it's after the play is over with. And Gates will take possession, I believe, the way he pointed. Yes, Gates-Chili offense coming out into the field. And it will be Gates' ball. So a bit of a break there. Not sure what happened down in the corner.
Yeah,
Somebody said something. Somebody said something that the ref didn't like. So Gates-Chili holds. They've got the ball at their own 10-yard line, 90 yards to go, but they have possession of the ball, and maybe just as importantly, Jaquise, the wind at their back.
Yeah.
First down and 10 from their own 10. There's a snap to Thaddeus Powell, and he's going to hang on to it this time. Take it up the right side, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3.
You know, going with the wind is so huge. Stepping outside during halftime, I can feel how windy it was.
It is blowing hard out there, and sometimes in the evening it'll calm down a little bit, but not tonight. It's still blowing strong right to left here as you're looking at the field, and so Gates has the wind at their back right now, hoping to take advantage of that. We're going to have second down and 7. 2 wideouts on both sides for Thaddeus Powell. There's the jet motion, and that's Devin Walton. He's looking for room, and he's found one. He found a little gap. Oh, and he just got caught from behind. That could have been a really big play. Really big play, but Sam O'Hora, the nose guard, was able to get out there and make a play to stop Devin from turning the corner there. But first down, but we've got a flag down. That's going to be a hold on Gates-Chili, and that's going to bring that back. Just kind of the way things have gone tonight for Gates, Jaquise. Every time they do so, it's like 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Yeah, we just can't catch a break.
So that is going to set up. That was a spot foul. So it's going to set up a 2nd and 10 now.
That looks better. Yeah, it does.
Once again, 4 wideouts, 2 right, 2 left for Thaddeus Powell. There's the motion. We got guys going both ways. There's a deep pass down the left-hand side, and it's just out of the reach of Adam Williams. And, boy, that play was there, Jaquise.
Oh, man, it was so close. The basketball star on the football field here.
Yeah, he is a big target out there, is Adam Williams. He's 6'4", weighs 210 pounds, and he had a step or 2 on his defensive back that time. So we're going to have third down now and 10. Spartans backed up to their own 11-yard line. Here they come out of the huddle. Man in motion, we got a whistle. And that is going to be walked off against Gates-Chili. Interesting that time, Jaquise. Blake Siplin was lined up at quarterback that time.
Yeah, and he could play multiple positions, as I said earlier. He's a dynamic player, but we're approaching very dangerous territory here for Gates.
5:32, third down with their backs against their own goal line. This time it's Thaddeus Powell back in, I believe. He's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up just a couple. Nope, that's Siplin again. He's going to pick up a couple, but that is going to bring up fourth down. And the Spartans are going to have to punt it away. With 5:19 and counting left here, 14-0, Brighton over Gates-Chili in the third quarter. And if they ever needed a big punt, it's right here. Sam Tarango set to receive at the 40-yard line. It is a nice punt. And Tarango's going to catch it, and he's going to take it. Moving to his left. Good coverage down there. But he's still on his feet, and he is finally brought down at the 43-yard line. And that's where the Brighton Barons are going to start their next offensive possession in Gates-Chili territory.
Good job by Zach getting that punt off. Defender was almost there to block it.
Just feels like something. The next team to have a big play may be able to grab the either. If it's Brighton, it may be putting it away. But if it's Gates, if they can come up with a big play on defense, they get right back in the game here.
Yeah, pick up some momentum is what this team needs.
So first down and 10. Brighton with the ball on the Gates-Chili 44-yard line. There's a snap and nowhere to go right there. Sam Tarangio gets bottled up right away. Nice job by the middle of the Gates defensive line right there. It is Friday the 13th here at brand new Spartan Stadium, and that is a full harvest moon on Friday the 13th. Beautiful night here. A little bit windy, but a beautiful night here for the opening of this gorgeous new facility that Jaquise Webb is very, very proud of, I can tell.
Absolutely. Being an alumni looking down on this makes you proud to have paved the way.
All right. We'll see if his defense can come up big right here, and they do once again. Couple of yards there on the ground for Thomas pass away. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7, it looks like, for Brighton at the 41-yard line of the Gates-Chili Spartans. 3:30 to go and counting, 3:36 to go and counting. Brighton up 14-0. And Gates-Chili looking for a big stop here and trying to get the ball back. Teddy Knapp directing his wide receivers. Calls for the ball. He gets it, and he's going to roll left again this time. This time he's going to step up, throw it over the middle, and it's going to get picked off. Picked off, and it's going to be a return here. That is Blake Siplin with a juggling interception and a big return, and just what we just talked about.
Just the momentum that Gates needed. Blake Siplin making a big play. He's all over the field.
Exactly what we were just talking about. And, boy, that ball was, once again, that ball by Teddy Knapp was delivered right onto the hands of his receiver, but it squirted through. Here's a replay of it, and Siplin was there. And what a return there, Jaquise.
Yeah, it was. And on the other side of the 50, let's see if Gates can get something going.
Another look at it. Through the hands of the receiver and right to Siplin. He bobbled it for a second, but pulled it in and then broke some tackles and made a heck of a return. So, the Gates-Chili Spartans are in business. Ball 1st and 10. Now it looks like we're getting a penalty walked off, and I did not see that. Block in the back during the return, so that's going to be a spot foul. Still a big play, but that hurts a little bit, that block in the back. But a big turnover there for the Gates-Chili defense. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Once again, I keep saying it, but the wind is at their back this time at this moment for another 3 minutes. And we'll see what they can do with that advantage.
Same Blake Beck's there again.
Siplin back at quarterback. He's going to throw one deep this time. And that, is almost picked off and then almost caught, but falls incomplete. Boy, that was almost a big play for the defense and then almost a big play for the offense. Wow.
It's a weird sequence right there.
But it ends up on the ground and incomplete, and so after all of that, it's 2nd and 10. 2:59 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gates-Chili with the ball trailing 14-0. They line up with 4 wide receivers. And Siplin again is going to take the snap. He's going to keep it this time, finds a little room. Gets up the middle for maybe 5 yards, maybe 4 or 5 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. As the Spartans huddle up. And we're going to get a timeout here by Gates-Chili. It's a big play, obviously. They're feeling like it's a big play, and they want to give it a good look and a good talk. So we're going to be right back with 3rd down and 6 for Gates-Chili. We'll be back in just a moment on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
Now let's take a look at the Prospect New York State watch list. Here are some players to watch tonight that we might see at the collegiate level for Brighton. Quarterback Brennan Klaskins and offensive lineman Alex Heiniger. Heiniger in the game right now, and we've got a 3rd down and 6. There's a snap. Siplin, and that is going to fall incomplete and bring up 4th down for Gates-Chili. That ball was a little bit low, I think, Jaquise.
Yeah, it was, and the incompletions are not helping tonight. Unable to find the rhythm for our offense, so defense is going to make another big play, hopefully.
Yeah, and obviously, Coach Benham has made a change at quarterback. What do you? I know you're kind of guessing, but what do you think's behind that?
Probably all about trust. Who's trusting their arm more? Who can make plays? You know, it's 3rd quarter, late in the 3rd quarter, so anything's up for grabs now.
With the wind at their back, maybe getting the kid in there who's maybe a bit better of a passer.
I don't know. You know, I'm down with the JV more.
All right, he's not giving anything up. He's not gonna give it up to us. That's okay. Anyway, we had a flag on that play. They're gonna move back just a little bit. Probably won't make much of a difference here as the Gates-Chili Spartans are getting ready to punt it away on 4th down. 14-0, 2:25 left to go. There's the snap and the kick. Another big kick by Zach Pikachu, and that one's going to hit and roll, and we're going to see how far it's going to roll. That might die, and it does. Oh! Almost got kicked in, but the refs are going to call it down. That ball stopped, and that was a beautiful punt, and it falls dead on the 2-yard line.
Huge for Gates-Chili's defense here to really take advantage of the field position. Hopefully it's not another bomb down the field.
Oh, no. Wait a second. They did change their minds.
Did it go?
He didn't have control. He touched that ball, and it squirted loose and into the end zone, so that's a touchback. So, big break for the Brighton Barons here. They're going to get the ball at the Gates-Chili 20 to start their next possession with a 14-0 lead and 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Brighton comes out with a full backfield. Teddy Knapp surrounded by 3 backs. There's a snap almost high, almost over Knapp's head, and he's going to keep it, put his head down, and pick up a nice gain on 1st down there, maybe 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Same formation for Brighton. Knapp calls for the ball. Same play. Puts his head down, and they're going to push that pile, and it looks like he picked up the 1st down, and he did. If you're over on that Brighton sideline, Jaquise, it's maybe the right time to be eating up a little bit of the clock, huh?
Yeah, don't blame him. Up 2 scores, late in the 3rd. But we're Brighton, you can never be too safe of being conservative. You can never guess.
Right, we've seen what can happen. So 1st down. This time he hands off. That's Taranjo running hard again, as usual, all night long. And he's going to pick up 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Brighton Barons. One minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Brighton up 14-0. And once again, 3 backs in the backfield with quarterback Teddy Knapp. The snap, and now we have a whistle. And that's a legal motion against Brighton, and that's going to back up the Barons. And it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Those are the things that'll kill a drive, right, Jaquise?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When you're the guy who does it, what do you say to the guys in the huddle?
My bad.
Not that you've ever done it. I'm not accusing you of ever doing it. There's a quick snap. Knapp is going to hang on to it, take it up the middle, and he's going to pick up a good chunk of yardage. Actually, that was Sam Tarango taking the direct snap. And that's going to leave the Barons with a 3rd and 3 with 11 seconds to go here. Doesn't look like they're going to try and get off a play, and we're going to come down to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 1 quarter left to play here at the brand new Spartan Stadium on the Gates-Chili campus. 14-0 Brighton over Gates. We'll be back in just a moment with 4th quarter action here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
On the kickoff, step on him. Shake and make moves. Still on his feet. And that's why they want to reach it.
We're back here at Spartan Stadium to begin the 4th quarter. 3rd and 3 for the Brighton Barons, and it looks like they may have picked it up. The first down right there. Sam Tarango has been the guy all night long, and he just bowled forward there for the first down. And, yep, the chains are moving. And the Brighton Barons will have 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. And now the Barons have the wind at their back. And as we've seen, Jaquise, that's a big advantage tonight.
Huge advantage, especially for the passing game.
3 backs in the backfield with Teddy Knapp, though, and they continue to hand that ball off. This time it's broken out to the right-hand side. Plenty of room out there, and he is going to score. A huge play for the Brighton Barons as they go up 20-0 now. And a big run. Huge run by Henry Fox. Watch the handoff here, and he just gets the corner there, Jaquise.
Gets right to the outside, turns on the jets.
Looked like Siplin might have had the angle on him, but he just didn't quite have it.
No, this does not look good for us here at Gates.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker. Still early in the 4th quarter, though. The kick is up, and it is no good. So the score remains 20-0 Brighton. First play of the 4th quarter goes for a long touchdown run for the Brighton Barons, and they are truly in control of this game right now. And we're going to see right now what kind of players, not necessarily players, but what kind of team Gates has got.
You know, it's going to be a gut check, as what Coach Grant would say. So hopefully we can come out and just get relentless to the ball here.
And I'm sure you've been on this side of these types of games and this type of score. What do you say? What are teammates saying to each other down there right now?
You know, for the great teams that I've been on and we're on the situation, you gotta fight till the end. You never know what could happen in a game. You know, with turnovers and big moments, big plays. Someone has to step up. This is where the leaders have to step up and make a name for themselves.
Still plenty of time. 11:25 to go here in the 4th quarter. And we've seen this explosive Gates-Chili offense. We know they can score from pretty much anywhere on the field.
Yeah. See if we can use our speed to get something going.
Getting ready to kick it off here. Brighton, a deep boot. That's going to be returnable, though. Looks like Devin Walton looking up the left-hand side. Now he cuts it up the middle. And a nice return to the 22-yard line, 23-yard line maybe. I thought he put a foot in the end zone.
I thought he put a foot in the end zone, too.
And I thought maybe they might have called that, but the return looks like it's going to stand. So Gates is going to start with the ball on the Brighton 23-yard line, 1st and 10, and see if they can get something going here. Now on the other side, the Brighton defense has stepped up all night long. Every once in a while, Gates has gotten something going, and they've always found a way to kind of shut it down.
You know, they have. And you could just tell Brighton is really trusting their game plan that they had for Gates and just staying with their spots, staying with their keys.
And that's exactly what Coach Leon told us before the game that they had to do with the athletes on the other side of the ball on this Gates offense. So here comes Gates. 1st down. Siplin still in at quarterback. The handoff there, and that's going nowhere. And there's that Brighton defense staying home on a misdirection play.
You know, it's huge for that backside to stay contained, and that's exactly what Brighton's doing. They're not getting fooled by any misdirection from Gates.
And they come up with a 4-yard play for a 4-yard loss there. So now Gates is behind the chains, 2nd down and 14. I think I would guess you're just looking at picking up a chunk here. You don't have to think about first down, picking up a first down, but picking up a chunk of yardage. There's a snap, end around. Gets the corner there. That's Myer Morrison. And he is going to get it out to looks like about the 24-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. 10-19 left to go here and counting. 20-0, Brighton over Gates-Chili. Gates-Chili with the ball. And a 3rd down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. What are you dialing up here, Jaquise?
I don't know.
Who's the guy you're looking for? If you're looking for somebody, who are you looking for?
I'm always looking for Devin.
Okay,
always
number 2.
Looking for Devin.
Number 2.
He's too quick. He's too athletic to not look at.
Devin Walton. He split out to the right in the crease. And sure enough, that's exactly who they're looking for. And that ball, quarterback got hit when he was throwing, and that ball popped up in the air, and that is picked off. Big play by the Brighton defense. We've got a player down in the backfield.
That's Siplin?
Tough to catch a number right now. I'm looking for number 14 off of the field, and I don't see it. Siplin took a big hit when he threw that ball. I was following the ball, but I think that is Siplin who is down. The trainers are looking at his ankle right now, his right ankle. If we can take a look at that play maybe one more time, you're going to see the ball is already in the air, but Siplin had taken a big hit. And you can see him down back there just as he threw the ball in it. Oh, boy. I'm a little surprised they're going to let him walk off the field. They are not going to. Here comes his teammates to help him out. Get him off the field. So that is, when it's all said and done, looks like maybe you've lost Siplin for the game. That's a big play, but the turnover is even maybe not quite as big, but that was a big play.
Big play and dangerous territory now for Gates.
Brighton in business once again with the wind at their back now for the rest of this quarter, and they're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line of Gates-Chili.
The hit explains why the throw seemed to be underthrown.
Yes.
One receiver that I would overthrow, it's Devin because he's so fast.
Right, and he absolutely was hit as he was delivering that ball, and that caused it to go up in the air, flutter a bit, and hang up there. So, Brighton setting up. Once again, it's Sam Tarangio taking the snap with full backfield, and he's going to hang on to it, finds a crease. He's going to burst up that middle. He's going to come close to picking up the 1st down. Might be about a yard short. So both teams running multiple players at the quarterback position. Just tells you the kind of athletes that are out there on the field right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to be 2nd down and 1. Tarango stays in at quarterback. Full backfield. He's going to hang on to it again, and this time he breaks it out up the middle, finds some room, and he is going to score. Boy, what a beautiful run by Sam Tarango. And that increases the lead to 26-0 for the Brighton Barons. Boy, Sam Tarango has had a big night here.
A big night for him. Just pounding for every yard he can get.
Looked like they might have bottled him up right there, but he fought through a tackle, kicked his way out of it, and found the corner of the end zone for just a beautiful touchdown run to make it 26-0. Awaiting the extra point here. Kick is up, and it is good. And that's going to make it 27-0. Brighton with 8:55 left to go here in the 4th quarter. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to Varsity Media Network sports coverage of Section 5 football. We're getting ready for a kickoff here. Brighton kicking off to Gates-Chili after scoring a touchdown. That's going to be in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. But scoring a touchdown, Jaquise, that unfortunately for Jaquise and the Gates-Chili fans here hoping for a big night opening their brand new stadium may have been the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, but us at Gates, we're going to stay hopeful. We're going to stay in it. Hopefully we can put some points on the board so it not be a shutout.
And as a coach, small goals, right?
Small goals.
That's what you do now, and you've got this possession, and that's what you're counting on right now, right?
Absolutely.
Time to show. It's an opportunity for guys to show the type of players that they want to be and that they can be.
Absolutely.
Got a new quarterback in the game for Gates. He's going to zip it out to Devin Walton, who's going to catch it, but he's going to get dropped for a loss. And is that Henry Fox out there? Jaquise at quarterback, number 8?
That's Thaddeus Powell.
I'm sorry, is that?
Yeah, that's ours.
Is that Thaddeus?
Yes, Thaddeus Powell, yeah.
Oh, that's number 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we thought we had a new quarterback. I'm sorry. My fault. These brand new lights, I should be able to see better than I can see. All right, there's Thaddeus again. Got wideout split to the left and right of him. 4 wideouts. Calls for the ball. Going to roll to his left, deliver a pass, and that's going to fall incomplete. Some nice defensive coverage right there. Got around and got a hand on that ball, and that is going to bring up 3rd down and long. Deep in their own territory for Gates. 3rd down and 14. $8:09 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 27-0. Brighton over Gates-Chili. Powell gets his team up to the line of scrimmage. 2 left and 2 right wide receivers, as it has been. There's the snap. Powell looking left again. This time he might keep it, and he will, but he gets dragged down just at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th down. This Brighton defense came to play tonight, and you've said it. The assignments, they've stuck with them. That's what their head coach Coach Leon said that they needed to do, and you've mentioned it a number of times tonight that people are staying put.
Very disciplined program, trusting their coaching, trusting their training, getting to their right assignments. You can just see it all night, and it's been working for them.
So the Spartans going to punt it away here. Oh, there's a bad snap, but a nice job by Pikachu to get that ball away. He caught it on a hop and then was still able to get it away. And that ball's going to roll dead at about the 42-yard line, and that's where Brighton is going to set up shop with 7:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Very, very close to a
Yeah,
block punt.
Yeah, I was going to say a nice job by Pikachu by scooping that ball up and getting it off. I thought it was going to get blocked.
Yeah.
Brighton breaks their huddle from their sideline, and they are ready to go here. 2 wideouts, one to the right, one to the left. There's a snap and a handoff, quick handoff, and there's a burst up the middle for maybe 4 yards. It looked like Max Lester who busted up the middle there. And now we have another player down for Gates-Chili. Trainer coming out to take a look. We're going to take a break here, and we will be back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water, that the sign of baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
Welcome back to Varsity Media Sports Network's coverage of Section 5 football, as the Brighton Barons run their second down play, and looks like they're going to pick up a first down here on a nice run on the right-hand side. 6:52 left to go in the fourth quarter here, and Brighton with a comfortable 27-0 lead over the home Gates-Chili Spartans. Got a flag on that play, and that one's going to come back. Let's see what the call is. It was a hold, and that's going to be 10 yards walked off against Brighton. All the way back to midfield. And so now Brighton is behind the chains. We'll see what they come up with here. Breaking their huddle from their sideline. Looks like Teddy Knapp back in at quarterback. He hands off to Tarango. Tarango is stopped for one of the few times tonight. Nice play by the Gates-Chili defensive line there to stop Sam Tarango.
Good job showing up, not giving up in the game, not giving up on the play.
These are lessons learned, right, at this level of football?
Absolutely. We'll get in, watch the film, and move on to next week.
Yeah, this is varsity football. There's no giving up.
Absolutely, especially in week 2.
So, Brighton looking at a 3rd and long now. They line up with wide out to the left and to the right. Knapp takes the snap, and he's going to hand off. Tarango, again, I believe he's going to bull his way forward for about 8 yards, but that's going to be well short of the first down. And we'll see if Coach Leon decides to just keep handing it off, let that clock run, or if they'll punt it away here. It's going to be 4th down and 11. And he's going to bring on the punt team here. So the Barons will punt it away. Devin Walton standing on his goal line, hoping for a chance to return this one. It's a nice looking punt, and Walton will return it. He's taking a chance, but what do you got to lose right now? Gets to the edge, and he's going to get taken down, but a tough 13-yard return by Devin Walton.
Sure was.
Talking about character and not giving up, that kind of shows what Devin Walton's about.
Absolutely. Tough kid.
Taking that ball at the goal line and saying, heck with it, I'm running it out.
It's a gutsy choice there.
So the Spartans will have 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. And we'll see what they're going to come out with on their offense right now. Thaddeus Powell getting his guys lined up. Once again, 2 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right. There's the snap. Powell looking to his left, and once again delivers a nice ball. Just a very nice ball. And Adam Williams just had it bounce off of his hands.
Just had it, but it's been happening all night, the incompletions. It just can't catch a rhythm in the passing game for Gates. Tough night.
And he has spread the ball around. We're not talking about one particular wide receiver, but at least what I've seen, and you tell me, Jaquise, Thaddeus Powell is delivering the ball
Absolutely.
nicely.
He is. Especially going to the strong wind. He's trying his best.
So 2nd down and 10. There's the sweep. This time he's going to hand it off. That's Nazir Jones looking for the edge, and he gets it, and he's going to pick up 1st down. Nice run right there. Picks up about 12 yards. And under this harvest moon, we'll see if the Gates-Chili offense can get something going again. And I guess we just got our answer. There's a flag on that play, and they're going to walk it back off. And that's going to back up Gates to about their 15-yard line. Nope, sorry, about their 11-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd and long. Powell, ready to go. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Winds his way for about a 4-yard gain. And that's going to bring up about 3rd and 10. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go in the game here. Not what the fans wanted, Jaquise, but still just an incredible new facility here for these players and this school.
I'm very proud of it. I'm sure our fans in the community are very proud to see it. It's been so anticipated for a long time.
And there's going to be plenty of opportunities to get wins on this field for this Spartans team, I'm sure. There's a sweep to the left on 3rd down, and that's going to come up short and bring up 4th down. Gates is going to punt the ball away. Deep in their own territory. No reason to make matters worse here. So they're going to kick it away into the wind, and we'll see how Zach Pikachu can do here. He's done a nice job of kicking all night long. A little confusion right now. But we're going to take a timeout for Gates, and we are going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back with the end of this game on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And that flag has not let up all night, as you see one of our Twitter followers dubbing it Hurricane Spartan Stadium tonight. And it has been a formidable wind all night long. And right now, Zach Pikachu has the non-pleasure of trying to kick the ball into it, trying to punt it into it. So we'll see how he does. He's done a great job all night long, actually. I believe that's Sam Taranjo back to return, and there's a tough snap, and that's going to go out of the end zone. And that is going to be a safety. Tough way for that to end.
Just another unfortunate event for Gates.
Been a tough night for the Spartans, but there'll be better nights ahead here at this beautiful facility.
Absolutely. We got homecoming coming up next week. Should be a great atmosphere.
Everybody will be looking forward to that. 29-0 now with 2:48 left to go. And the Spartans are going to punt the ball to the Brighton Barons. Referees setting the ball at the 20-yard line. And here come the Spartans as they get ready to kick the ball back to the Barons, who I'm guessing may just try and run out the time here, Jaquise, at this point.
Guessing, but you can never be too sure.
I agree. I agree. Oh, and I said punt the ball, but they are going to kick the ball off. Going to need a holder. That wind is still very strong out there. As we get set for the kickoff. Ball in the air, and you can see the wind knocking that down, and that is caught and recovered and downed just inside the 50 at the 49-yard line. And that's where the Brighton Barons will take over with a 29-0 lead and 2:47 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And these are tough nights, I know, Jaquise, but you learn from them and you move on, right?
You do. You learn from them. You watch the film. You own what's on film. You make the adjustments and you move on to the next week, which would be another tough matchup.
You watch that film, but maybe not too much film, right?
Not too much, no. Can't dwell on it.
All right, Brighton Barons starting 1st and 10. You're going to hand the ball off there. Max Lester up the middle. He's going to pick up about 6.
Looks like Brighton will just run the clock out for the most part.
Sorry, that may have been Elijah Lamonaco. Those numbers are tough to catch right now with the shiny silver on the white, but that's just me making excuses. Going to have a 2nd down and 4 to go here, 2:10 and counting. Brighton up to the line. Wideouts to the right and left. There's the snap. And breaking it out to the right-hand side, putting his head down and getting out of bounds, and he's going to pick up the 1st down for the Barons. inside the 40-yard line of Gates-Chili. Referees are going to mark it down to the – oh, it's coming back. Got a penalty. They're going to walk that off. So it'll remain second down for Brighton. And that's going to move them all the way back to their own 44-yard line. And it's second down. It looks like maybe, not quite sure what's happening here. They're going to kick it away. Taking a knee. Gotcha. Taking a knee. And they are going to run out the clock here. A minute 37 left to go. And that is going to do it for tonight. Well, not what the Gates players or coaches or fans wanted, but still a big night here in Gates with the opening of this fantastic new stadium and facility, and maybe Jaquise, not just for football players or athletes, but what's this mean for the whole campus and the whole student body?
I mean, for the whole community, it's huge. I remember when it was first finished, Coach Benham saying that he hopes that kids would want to come around and throw the football or play soccer or do whatever they want on it. It's a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. Why not use it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure it will get plenty of use. There's another snap. And we're coming down to the point where that may take one more snap. Nope. Gates called a timeout. Okay. It's going to be fourth down.
Gary, like it right.
And they certainly did draw a big crowd here tonight. The stands were packed. We can tell you that. The lines were long at the concession stands at halftime. And I'm not positive, but that may be the next phase of this is a brand new concession stand as well. There's still some things that they're working on.
Yes, there's still some things that they want to add on to the bleachers and stuff. So, but this is a great start.
Yeah. And I love the feel of it. You feel like there's no, as the viewers can see on the far side of the field, there's no stands over there right now, but it is right up against the school building. So you feel like you're in a stadium atmosphere.
Yes, you feel the new stadium. Our beautiful gym is right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got some great stuff going on here at Gates.
And now Brighton will punt it away on fourth down. There's the snap. A little bit of a floater. The kick is away. And that is going to go out of bounds without a return. With 38 seconds left to go here. Things have slowed down a bit. But 29-0 Brighton. And we'll see if Gates can mount one last attack on offense and see if they will try to come up with something here. Devin Walton in the game. You can see him down there. Thaddeus Powell back at quarterback. They're going to have the ball at their own 46-yard line. 4 wide receiver set again. Thaddeus Powell getting his crew ready. There's the snap. Looking deep. Puts one over the middle, and that's going to be picked off. They gave it a crack, put it up there, Thaddeus did, and that one was picked off by number 4, Thomas Passaway. And after a change of possession here, 31 seconds left to go, we should see one more snap, and this one should be about over with. Gates defense out there looking like they just want to finish this thing off. And here comes the Brighton offense to, I'm sure, take a knee and then shake hands and head home with a victory, their first victory of the season. They'll go to 1-1, as will Gates with this loss. They will go to 1-1. Guys, shaking hands already, actually. It's a lot of respect down there on the field for each other. I know the Brighton kids were excited to be playing and be a part of this opening here tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they said the coach said that they were really excited to be here tonight and be a part of this. So our final score: Brighton 29 and Gates-Chili nothing. The Brighton Barons pitched the shutout, and they will go to 1-1, as will Gates-Chili 1-1. And we thank you for joining us tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Join us again tomorrow night for McQuaid and Pittsford, live at 7 o'clock right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We hope to see you then. Thank you to Joel Belthazer, our photographers upstairs on this really windy night. And truly, truly thank you to Jaquise Webb for joining us and helping us out tonight. Jaquise, you did a great job.
Thank you so much. It was fun being here.
Thanks, everybody, again for joining us. We'll say goodnight and hopefully see you tomorrow night.